English Habit. Listening to the podcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Habit. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. I hope you are doing well wherever you are right now, maybe at home, on the bus, or before going to sleep. I hope you can relax for a few minutes with this episode. Today, we want to talk about something very common, something many people feel, but don't always understand. We want to talk about caring too much, thinking too much, and feeling tired inside, even when life looks normal on the outside. Lately, I have been thinking a lot about my own life. I notice that my mind is almost never quiet. When I wake up in the morning, my thoughts start immediately. I think about what I need to do today. I think about what I did wrong yesterday. I think about what people might think about me if I say the wrong thing or make a mistake. Even on days when nothing bad happens, I still feel tense inside. My body is resting, but my mind is running all the time. And honestly, it feels exhausting.
Thank you for sharing that. Many people feel the same way, even if they don't talk about it. This constant pressure usually comes from caring too much. Not caring in a deep and meaningful way, but caring too much about things that don't really need that much of your time, your energy, or your emotions.
I hear people say this a lot. Just stop caring. They say it like it's very easy. But for me, it doesn't feel easy at all. My brain treats everything as important. A small mistake feels very big. A short comment from someone stays in my head all day. Even on days when nothing bad happens, I still feel tense inside. My body is resting, but my mind is running all the time. And honestly, it feels exhausting.
That's because your brain learned this behavior over time. Your brain learns to believe that everything matters all the time. And once the brain learns something, it feels normal. Even when this habit causes stress, your brain still thinks it is helping you and protecting you.
So you're saying this is not just who I am. I always thought I was born like this. I thought I was just an anxious person.
No, this is not your personality. This is a pattern. And the good news is patterns can change.
If this is a pattern, then I want to understand it better. Why do humans care so much in the first place?
Humans care so much because caring helped us survive in the past. A long time ago, life was dangerous. People lived in small groups. They needed other people to survive. If you didn't care about danger, you could get hurt. If you didn't care about what others thought, you could be left alone.
So caring was useful before?
Yes, very useful. Caring helped humans stay alive. It helped them stay in the group. It helped them find food and stay safe. The problem is that the world changed, but the brain did not change as fast.
And now that old system is still working.
Exactly. Your brain still reacts to social problems like they are life or death situations. A bad comment feels dangerous. A mistake feels very serious. Uncertainty feels like something bad is coming.
Even when nothing bad is really happening.
Yes, your life can be safe, but your brain does not always know that.
You talked about control before. Why is control so important to the brain?
Because control feels like safety. When you feel in control, your body relaxes, your breathing becomes calm, your muscles relax. But when you lose control, your brain thinks something is wrong.
That explains why I feel uncomfortable when plans change.
Yes, many people feel stress when plans change suddenly. The brain likes to know what will happen next. That is why people care so much about schedules, money, success, and routines. These things make life feel predictable.
But you said this control is not real.
That's right, it is an illusion. You can prepare, but you cannot control everything. Life will always surprise you. People will always act in their own way.
Is that why I replay old conversations in my head again and again?
Yes, when you replay conversations, you are trying to change the past in your mind. You want to feel more in control. But the past cannot be changed.
And that makes me feel tired.
Because you are fighting something you cannot win.
Why does rejection hurt so much? Even small rejection feels very painful to me.
Because long ago, rejection was dangerous. Being rejected by the group meant being alone. Being alone meant less food and less protection. Your brain remembers this even today.
But now, rejection is usually just someone not liking me.
Your logical mind understands that, but your emotional brain reacts as if your life is in danger.
That's why criticism feels personal.
Yes, the brain does not clearly separate criticism from danger. It reacts first and thinks later.
Why does uncertainty make me feel so uncomfortable?
Because the brain loves patterns. When life is predictable, the brain feels calm. When things are unclear, the brain fills the space with worry.
That explains why waiting feels so bad.
Yes, waiting for a message, waiting for results, waiting for answers. The unknown keeps the brain busy.
Modern life seems to make all of this worse.
It does. Society tells us what to care about: success, money, beauty, popularity. Social media makes comparison constant
Even when I'm doing okay, I feel like I'm behind.
because the standards never stop. There is always someone doing more.
So, how do we start changing this pattern? We start with awareness. When you notice yourself caring too much, stop for a moment. Don't judge yourself, just notice. Like watching my own thoughts? Yes, ask yourself what you really need in that moment: control, acceptance, or certainty. Sometimes I know what's happening, but the feeling stays.
That's why perspective is important. When you zoom out, problems become smaller.
Like seeing the bigger picture?
Yes, you are one person in a very big world. That does not make you unimportant. It makes your worries lighter.
I think about my past mistakes a lot.
That's because you think they will last forever. But nothing lasts forever.
Not even mistakes?
Especially not mistakes. Time slowly erases almost everything.
How do you deal with people judging you?
I accept that judgment will always exist. No matter what you do, someone will disagree.
That actually feels calming.
Because you stop trying to please everyone.
Living honestly still feels scary.
It is scary, but pretending is more painful. Pretending never ends.
And it keeps me trapped.
Yes, it keeps you caring too much.
Is there one simple question I can ask myself every day?
Yes, ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years?
And if it won't?
Then don't give it 5 minutes.